Hi everybody, Martyn the Flicking Feathers again today. I'm tying this red arsed green Peter hedgehog. Right, it's hedgehogs, what these are called actually. I've got a few mates up in the Shetlands and Orkneys, and some of them get disproportionately annoyed when folk are calling them sedgehogs. As always, I'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anybody who wants to support the channel and get access to the members only content, as well as being entered into the giveaways. Alternatively, you can just subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified of the new videos as they come out. You can share the videos, tell your pals, whatever. So I've got my hook and my vise. This is a size 10 Kamasan B170, which is like the medium wire traditional. You can tie these probably 10s to 14s, and I'm running on a bed of olive uni 8/0. When I get to the back, I've got to get a wee bit of dubbing and put the red arse on. Right, so the red arse green Peters are obviously a very well known, very effective wet sedge pattern. Just build that up a wee bit. If there's any really long fibres, you can just take them away. Normally you'd put the hair on first on your hog, but on this pattern I like to do it like this because I'm going to put a wee bit of gold. Now I've got, I don't know, half a dozen strands of gold flashabou here, and I'm putting these in as a tail. Now most hedgehogs I would probably no bother with this, especially if I'm kind of thinking about fishing them dry. I think the best hedgehog is just deer hair and dubbing most of the time, but because this one is a puller, this wee bit of flash sometimes makes a difference. If you feel it's causing fish to come up short or whatever, you can cut it off when you're fishing. So just trim that off, just past the back of the hook. It's just a wee bit of flash. And I'll tidy up and work my way back, and then I'll start my wing. I'm using this quite light deer hair. I think it's nice. It's a nice colour on the sort of the green Peter, but you can use darker hair by all means if you want. Most of the time I would use a darker hair. So I'm going to take a wee bunch, not too heavy, and just because it's quite a small bunch, you can just easily kind of clean the ends where you're flicking it. Right, you should clean the ends and then get it in the stacker. And I'm stacking this because the tips were quite uneven on this. If you've got a reasonably even set of tips on the hair, it's actually, I think, better not to, and get the natural taper. Length, I'll just come in so that that's about the same length as the flash, and I'll just tie it in. And I don't pre-trim, I just get it tied in, because it's not like it's a wee compact head or nothing that you're looking for here, so it doesn't really matter. Tidy up, and I'm going to just come in with some olive silver now. A greeny olive, a light olive, something like that. Again, the shades are up to yourself. You can tie them lighter, darker, a bit yellowier, it's up to you. So I'm going to just take the dubbing back and make sure I'm sort of using the dubbing to gather that hair in, and then you can run your thread through the dubbing just to help it secure it. And we'll get another bunch of the hair, about the same size. Excuse me. Clean it, and then in the stacker again. As the tips are lined up, get a wee flick, make sure. Now you can see they're I've not like really hammered that, they're slightly out of alignment, which is fine. I'm just going to bring it in so it's just a wee bit shorter, you're kind of getting that gradual building of the wing, and then just catch it in, tie it off. And I like to run the thread through the root ends. You know, you're no just catching a whole bunch in, as you go forward you're snagging down a couple of like the looser hairs. Tidy up. And you're ready to come in with a bit more dubbing. Now, I've got a couple of wee long bits that I missed there when I trimmed it. Up to you how fussy you want to be. Right, now you can see there's a few fibres are kind of not behaving, a few hairs there sticking up. That's not a problem at all. Your dubbing will help to control that. So again, just a wee pinch of dubbing, dub back. You can see I've just got all the hairs now. I'm going to add a bit more. Not a ton, just a wee drop there. And then again, just come through the dubbing with the thread. And basically 4 or 5 will get you done usually. I'm going for 4. When I'm tying like a dry fly one, or a hog that's exclusively for the dry fly, I sometimes make them a bit skinnier. And I'll have more wings, I'll have the tail then 5 basically. I just like them like that. I don't know that they catch any more fish than a kind of chunkier one, but gives me confidence to see them that sort of wee shape. Probably lighter dressed than most hedgehogs. So just the same again. Come in, take the waist away. Again, just make sure it's all nice and well trimmed. Tidy it up. And I'm just winding back here so that the start of the wing's right in at the dubbing. I don't want any gap, right? Make sure you don't leave any gap between the dubbing and the start of the hair. And again, a bit more seal fur. Obviously, you don't need to use seal. You can use hare's ear, SLF, rabbit, any dubbing that you prefer. But the seal fur's hard to beat. Just get that in. Same again, just wind the thread through. And we're ready for the last wing. into the stacker. Get a wee bunch. Set the length. Now, there's various ways of finishing the head. You can put muddler heads and all this on, or you can trim it like an elk here. But I think the dubbed head or a plain thread head tends to be the most effective on them. I'm going to use dubbing on this one, but same again, I'm going to go back with the thread, make sure everything's sitting how you want it. And don't be shy. Again, bringing your dubbing back up against the wing, and then you can just take your thread through and then whip finish. And the fly is tied, right, you're done. But the thing that you want to do is to make a hedgehog really good is brush your dubbing up in amongst this deer here, right? And don't worry if you think you're making a mess of the fly. You can scrub the head as well. Get that up into the hair. Right, it makes the fly float better, it makes it fish better, it brings the colour up, it separates the wee fibres. Wet or dry, I mean, one of the ways I like to fish this would be, for example, I'm just going to take a couple of hairs away there that I don't like. You'd put maybe this on the top dropper, a wee wet fly of some description on the middle, and then another hog on the point, and you'd fish it on maybe an intermediate, cast this out, wait for them to sink, you know, wait for the line to pull them under, so fish them dry and then fish them back once they go under. Or you could just fish them like wets, you know, just use this as your bob fly. There's enough, the hair there is enough buoyancy, you can get a nice wake through the wave. But anyway, that's Green Peter Hedgehog. Easy tie, takes a wee bit of time because you're just doing the same thing again and again, but very versatile, these hedgehogs, and they should be in every box. For still water anglers are really good. So, I hope that was useful, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Tight lines guys, bye.